Now, what about the newcomers? What about them has kind of stood out, and how are you assessing their play so far?
Well, with them, they prepared this summer. It's very noticeable when we step on the pitch. They're fit. They've studied the game, so it's not as apparent as, oh, they're a freshman. There are moments where they have to learn, but we've all had that learning curve. You can ask any upperclassmen; they'll say the same thing. At one point or another, they were doing the same mistakes. It just takes some film and practice to work it out. But so far, they've been doing really well on and off the field.
So it seems that Jan said this is a very competitive team so far, and especially in the midfield, people aren't really looking for starting positions and people who are going to play 90 minutes. It's going to be people who are going to be getting their minutes in, and you guys are obviously going to be really deep from that.
Yeah.
How does that benefit you as a forward? You already had a great season last year. I'm sure there's a lot to build off of.
Yeah, it benefits me in a sense of I can play less minutes, come more with more energy off the bench if I take a little break or something like that. So it gives me more energy to get in behind back lines and score and make movement off the ball. It also pushes me hard into practice to keep getting that much better, to keep being that person. And I think just in general and everywhere on the field that there's someone that's right there with you that you have to be just that one step better to be on the field longer. So I think it's just going to push us in practice to be even better than what we are. And I think that's just going to help in games that we can sub and use anyone, and it's still the same level of play. It doesn't drop off.
What about expectations for this season? Obviously, defense has been kind of the main theme for the offseason and improving that. But overall, what have you and Jen and the girls been talking about in terms of what you guys expect this season?
I think we're just kind of taking it one game at a time, just taking our preseason or pre-conference schedule and going from there each game, trying to do the best we can, win. Again, this team is very, very competitive, so we just want to win. We're just going to do whatever it takes to win. I think I don't think this is a team that we look into the future, but very much one day at a time. One of our sayings is win the day, and that's kind of how we live by. Just win the day and keep winning each day, and then pieces will fall into place. So I think we have end goals, but right now we're just focusing on taking it one step at a time.
So considering that you guys are ahead in many ways this year as opposed to last year, so with Notre Dame coming up, you guys know the challenge overall. Obviously, you don't want to be looking too far ahead. Tough schedule all along.
Yeah.
Another tough opponent with Notre Dame. What are you expecting from them?
I think it's just going to be a good competition. They're going to expose things that we're going to need to work on, and we're going to hopefully expose things on them that we're really good at, that we know what works for us in our formation. But we're definitely going to be tested, and I think that's just going to be a very big learning opportunity. I think come into it, get a better result than we did last year. I think we lost 4-1 last year, and so obviously this year we want to win. But I think it's also a very big learning point. They're very good competition, so we know it's going to be a hard-fought game that we can learn from.